All right, welcome, welcome. Let me give you a quick overview perspective of what happens inside my Yoga Pain Pro certification mentorship. When I work with someone inside my certification mentorship, I deliver one specific result, and that is I help them become an expert at safely fixing pain with yoga. Now, I've spoken to a lot of yoga teachers, and the biggest problem that I consistently hear when it comes to wanting to help their students who are in real pain is teachers say, I don't know which postures to teach. Inside my mentorship, I teach you exactly which postures to teach. And I do that in three simple steps. First, I show you the best postures for fixing pain, back pain, knee pain, hip pain. Then I show you the best postures for immune issues. This is super important that you understand the difference in which postures to use for each. Then I show you exact sequences to follow for specific pain issues. Now I've taken these three steps and made them super simple inside what I call the proven pain postures. And once you know the proven pain postures, you will have the tools to transform lives, which is really exciting if you want to have massive lifelong impact on your clients. So incredibly fulfilling. Now that you know what postures to use, the next big problem teachers run into is they don't know how to teach them to real clients in real pain. Inside the mentorship, I teach you exactly how to teach each pain posture to your clients who are in pain. And I do that first by teaching you the correct alignment points in each posture. When you know what your client's supposed to look like, you know how to assess them and you know what to do with them. Then I teach you the correct actions of each pain posture. Once you have them in good alignment, then you have to tell them how to move correctly. Those are the actions, and they are super key because that's actually what restructures the body. And importantly, number three, I teach you how to modify the postures so that your clients can achieve the optimal alignment and those actions. If the posture doesn't work for them, you have to adapt the posture. Now, I've made these three steps super simple inside what I call the proven pain cues. And now you have the knowledge of how to use the tools. And as you begin to implement the knowledge of how to teach those proven postures correctly, that's the juicy stuff. You will feel fulfilled in your purpose because this knowledge will grow inside of you. With every client you help, and every client you help will benefit more than the last. Your results will get better and better. This is an incredibly fulfilling cycle to be creating in your own work. Okay, you got the proven pain postures, you've got the proven pain cues, but there's still one problem that needs to be addressed. Smart teachers will still be afraid of accidentally hurting a client, especially because they're already in pain, which is why I teach you how to make sure you never injure a client. Again, three simple steps. First, you're going to learn how to evaluate your client. This is important. You have to understand what you're dealing with. Number two, you'll learn how to determine your client's needs. Super specifically, what does this person need? And then you learn how to safely teach clients in pain. I've simplified these three steps into what I call my proven safety protocols. Now, once you see how simple it is to choose the right posture, know exactly how to teach that posture to your specific client in pain while following simple protocols that keep them safe, that is when your business will take off. Because when you know you have what you need to make sure you never injure a client, your confidence will skyrocket and you'll feel empowered to show up with the tools and your knowledge of them, and you'll really start changing lives, fulfilling your purpose, and having all kinds of amazing options with your business because People will be looking for you and they will be finding you. So, in a nutshell, all of this is what you will find inside my Yoga Pain Pro certification mentorship.